They're still digesting DirecTV. I think that's interesting. That still isn't, that still hasn't completely been complete the way they probably should be focusing. But, AT&T has been mentioned in a lot of these purchases of Yahoo and all the other stuff. It's similar to me to a Comcast NBC kind of deal. And, AT&T has needed to get into the digital content space, or they felt that they've needed to. So it makes sense there. Other people are wondering if they will help Time Warner or if not. But I think there might be some other buyers that might enter the picture. You could imagine News Corp coming back in and looking at it. That seems to be, to me, a fit that makes more sense. But a lot of these pipe companies like AT&T and Comcast and Verizon, obviously, are getting into the content business or feel they need to going forward, so they have unique digital content offerings.
Yeah, if you're 21st Century Fox, John, what's going through your mind on these headlines?
Well, I don't know, but I did talk to Peter Chernin and Barry Diller yesterday, and of course raised this because the headlines were coming out. They had somewhat different reactions. Chernin was more, yeah, this could make sense. Diller was more, no, not really, because if you're Time Warner in this content business, there are difficult problems to figure out, and teaming up with AT&T really doesn't help you at all to figure those things out. You just basically do that if you're giving up. I mean, who knows what these guys' motives are for taking the positions that they do, but without question, content is hard. And not every distribution player is going to be good at shepherding that kind of a business.
One thing you're thinking about if you're 21st Century Fox is that Time Warner is now much bigger than you are. 21st Century Fox is less than $50 billion. Time Warner is above 60 right now with this advance. It got away.
Yeah, Kara, if you think about when the approach was made last year, Jeff Bewkes was on the defensive. He said there is more value in the company than to be taken over. Was he right?
I think they did. I don't think they may not have wanted to get acquired by News Corp. I think that was one issue, the cultural issues there. I don't know. I mean, you want to hold out for the best price, but there's no question his business is under siege and under pressure. What's interesting, you talk Peter Chernin. Peter Chernan's got to be part of this whole thing. He obviously has a relationship with AT&T. So they're probably consulting him quite a bit on this kind of thing because of his expertise in the area. I'd be shocked if he wasn't deeply involved in it. But, I think it's interesting. There's only so many choices of things you could buy, and if you're a pipe company like AT&T, you've got to look beyond your current business. Content is hard, like John said, content is hard. And it's under pressure, and it's a question of whether they can do anything more with it, if it's additive or if it's not at all, and they're just buying it and it's a big splashy headline. I don't know.
Mike, CBS and Viacom, worth noting, both shooting higher on this news, up sharply, just about 2% apiece. But they have their own issues to sort out.
They have their own issues. It's considered to be, kind of an inside job there. And yet, there continues to be lots of talk, and has been for a long time, that CBS and Time Warner make a lot of logical sense to put together. They're partners in the CW network, I believe. And just in general, you have the broadcast network plus the cable player, Showtime and HBO, whether that works or not. But I'm not saying that's why the stocks are up, but it sort of touches off all this activity. Even the smaller cable network players like Discovery and AMC are seeing their stocks bid up because nobody knows how they're going to partner up.
Buy or be bought, I guess.
Yep.
It seems to be that time of year, isn't it?
Yeah. Kara, what do you think about a potential CBS Time Warner tie-up?
I love that. I love that idea. I mean, that makes a lot more sense to me than these others. I think the difficulty that these phone companies or cable companies have are very apparent is whether they add to the situation. A CBS and a Time Warner, to me, you're exactly right, fit together beautifully. They're both in the same business. Yeah,
One of the reasons that that Time Warner did not want to sell to Fox that they gave was it has the family control, dual share class situation, which of course CBS has as well. So.
Yeah, CBS market cap right now $26 billion, so that would be a Time Warner takeover of CBS.
Hey CNBC fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Here you're going to find videos packed with all of the information that you need to be smarter about your finances. You can subscribe by clicking right here and click on all the videos around me or the I right here to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.